Alright, so in this video, I'll be talking about how I got an Xbox One S for just $85. Now, this is my first story time video on this channel, and I have no experience with these videos. So this, as being the first, this is probably going to be not the best, as I'm not using a script, I'm just reading off my head. So please tell me in the comment section of ways that I could improve, things I should, like, maybe I should give a bit more detail, maybe I shouldn't be giving so much details. I don't know, whatever you feel, just leave it in the comments so that I can improve these videos. I'll be doing more story related videos in the future, and all of them will be tech based. Everything will be related to tech. I won't stray from that. So yeah, let's get into this video. And before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share, and yeah, let's jump right in. So now people, my friends, when I claim this, they're like, that's just nonsense, you're just making it up. I'm like, no. And then I show them the receipt and stuff, and they're like, holy shit. So this is how it went through. This is how I got the Xbox One S. And as a side note, I don't spend much on gaming consoles. I am a PC gamer mainly, but I also play console. My PS4 I also got from a friend, my best friend. He got the PS4 Pro, and then he gave me his older PS4. And I don't spend much on consoles. I've only bought 3 brand new consoles throughout in the past 19 years. That's the original PS2, the fat original PSP, and the Xbox 360, and I think, yeah, and the PSP 3000. But after that, I've never bought a brand new console. So all of my consoles I get from pawn shops and so on, and this is no exception. I got this Xbox One S from a pawn shop. So this is how it played out. So there's this specific pawn shop that I go to. It's near Walmart, and I always pass it on my way to Walmart in the bus. And they do these sales occasionally. Sometimes it's monthly, sometimes they just skip a month, but they always do sales in December. And this specific sale was for their 10th anniversary. So I was going on my way to Walmart one day, and I saw the yellow banners up saying 50% off sale Saturday and Sunday. So I got off before Walmart, and I just ran to the shop, and I was like, hey, so here there's a sale, like, what's in the sale? And I've been to the shop before and during their sales, and it's always the entire shop except weapons, and they occasionally have cars, but except weapons and cars, everything's 50% off. So he's like, everything's off 50% Saturday, Sunday. Just look at what you like, and if it's still there on Saturday, Sunday, you're in luck. So I was just walking around the store, and I noticed these 2 Xbox One S's. Now there were 2 of them, 2 Xbox One S's. One was listed as $180, and one was listed at $170. Now obviously they're both used, and the one for $180 came with its HDMI cable, and the one for $170 didn't have an HDMI cable, which is no big deal. I have a lot of HDMI cables lying around my room. Everything else was included: the controller, the power cable, and the device itself. So I was like, I'll just get the 171, and that's going to be a pretty great deal on the day of the sale, if it's still available. So the day I was out was a Thursday. Yeah, it was a Thursday. So I was just one day to go before the sale. So I was like, if this thing just lasts Friday, and if no one buys it before that, on Saturday it's technically going to be $85, because half of 170 is $85. And the other one, let's say the cheaper one was gone by someone else took it before the sale. The other one would be $90, which is still a pretty great deal. I mean, a broken original Xbox One, the original, the big, ugly VCR lookalike thing. That thing a broken one is around $85, $80 with the update loop issue, or a broken Blu-ray drive. So in this case, I'll be getting a perfectly working Xbox One S with its controller and the hookups for just $85. And when I just looked, I just told him, can I have a look at it? And he just showed it to me. Both of them, actually. They both were sealed. The warranty seal was still perfect. So that was a major plus point, because I don't like consoles that have been opened, because maybe a person who has no idea what they were doing tampered with it and probably screwed it up internally. These units are usually tested, but they don't do a thorough test. Like my friend once bought a PS3 from another pawn shop. They said they tested it and it worked. It played games and everything. But when he took it back home and he played it for half an hour, it just shut off because it was overheating. They didn't test it that long enough. But he said there's a 30-day warranty. If it stops working anywhere within that time, bring it back. But since it was sealed, the warranty sticker was there, I was pretty confident. And both of them, actually the cheaper one, looked really nice. As you can see in these photos, this is the unit that I'm talking about. It looks really, really nice. Like, there isn't a scratch on this thing. The controller has a few scuffs, but that's okay. And the cheaper one, the controller battery cover was also missing, but that's 50 cents off eBay from China, so that's not a big deal. So I was like, cool, I'll be back on Saturday early morning, and that's what I did. So Saturday came around and it was opening. The store opens at 9 o'clock, so I was there at 8, because I came early because I knew that a lot of people are going to show up and they're going to form a line outside, kind of like Black Friday, but minus the violence. No one shoves, no one punches, minus the violence. And I was the first there, and I was the first in line. So I was standing. They were the employees were out. They were setting up the store. The bicycles on sale were being put out and tied outside. That's how they're displayed. They're taking them out of the store. And the employee from the other day was like, "Hey, you're here." I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I'm not missing on that deal." And so once they set up everything, and there was a large queue outside by the time, but I was first in line, but I was still nervous. Like, what if like someone just faster than me and just doesn't jump the line but just passes me inside the shop and just grabs it before me? But he can't grab it. It's inside a separate casing, like for the game consoles. They have to unlock it for you. But what if he calls dibs on it first? So I was kind of nervous. But 9 o'clock showed up, and the open sign went on. Like the LED sign turned on. I just booked it inside. I just grabbed the door handle and just rushed, and I ran inside. I just ran up to the showcase, and I was like, dibs. I actually screamed out loud, dibs on the Xbox One S. And the guy who was pretty close, he's like, "You want the Xbox One S? One S?" He's like, I'm like, "Yeah, I want it." And when I looked, I actually didn't look before screaming dibs, but I saw one, but eventually it turned out to be that was just one left. So on the previous day, that was Friday, someone probably bought the other one, because even 180 and 170 is a pretty good deal on its own, because I've seen used ones for like 220 as well. But so there was the last one left, and it was the cheaper one, which was fine by me. So I was like, cool, take it behind the counter, put my name on it. I'll just check out some games. I'll be right back. So I just went to check out some games because they were also 50% off. Didn't like what I saw. Halo 5, the disc that was at the pawn shop, was not in great condition. I wanted a good condition disc, and I ended up buying a brand new one off eBay for like $6, and I won a bid, but that's a separate thing. So I just came back. Now there are no games, but I'll just take the console. And upon close inspection now, the one that was pricier, $10 more, it was listed as having the HDMI cable. That's why it was pricier. And this one was saying no HDMI cable, but I saw an HDMI cable right through the wrapping. Like, they had wrapped the thing together, the control, the Xbox, the cables. They wrapped them in a clear plastic. And I saw the HDMI cable was there, but I just didn't go to tell him. I'm like, he'll probably charge me more for that, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. So I just kept my mouth shut. And so he said, cool, it's 85 bucks. Bought it, took it home, opened it up, well, I just unwrapped it, and long behold, there was an HDMI cable, and it's that nice Microsoft HDMI cable as well. The power cord, the controller minus the back cover, which doesn't really matter. The battery cover, actually, and the Xbox One S. As you can see in this picture, this is the proof that I usually use to show my friends to say that I'm not lying. That's the receipt. That's the Xbox One S, and it is $85. So that was a really lucky find. That was also a PS4 that was initially going for $200, and it sold for $100. I saw the guy who was a few people behind me grab the PS4 after I grabbed the Xbox One. But I already have a PS4. My best friend gave me one. So yeah, so that's the story time of how I got an Xbox One S for $85. Alright, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I'll be continuing these storytime videos as I said, and uploading other videos as well, all of these tech related, in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. Thumbs up.